Hello, our dear viewers, and welcome to a new edition of our program, Africa Today. President Abdel Fattah Sisi visited the headquarters of the Police Academy in New Cairo to celebrate the police celebrations on Monday. Accompanied by Minister of Interior Mahmoud Tawfiq, Sisi laid a wreath at the Police Martyrs Memorial. Police Day commemorates resistance by Egyptian police to the British occupation forces in Ismailia in 1952, which caused dozens of police officers to die. This is Sisi's second visit to the Police Academy in a week, as he made a dawn tour at facilitating on Friday to be briefed on training system designed for the students there. The Police Day is celebrated every year on the 25th of January and is paid holiday for employees in the public and private sectors. This year, employees will take Thursday, 28th of January off instead, under decision by the Prime Minister to make Thursday day off instead of any weekday holiday to give citizens a chance to have long weekends. Egypt Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry expressed his appreciation for the AFCFTA Secretary General's visit to Egypt as one of his first foreign trips after agreements launched on the 1st of January. More details.
The Secretary General of the African Continental Free Trade Area, Wokimeni, said that the rate of intra-African trade represents only 18% compared to 70% among Europe's countries. The agreement, a continental body aiming to merge the 54 African countries in one market, is aiming to double the trade rate among African countries in the upcoming 15 years. And the agreement's Secretary General added that Egypt is the most important country in the region and one of the major leaders in Africa, underscoring its capabilities to support the continent in several fields. He explained that Egypt's experience in building the new administrative capital and sustainable smart cities will be a main supporter in infrastructure work in the African continent. Many expressed his appreciation for Egypt's keenness to launch the agreement during its chairmanship of the African Union in 2019. The agreement, first signed in 2018, was launched officially earlier this month, following months of delays owing to the coronavirus pandemic, marking the biggest trade deal in the world in terms of the number of participating countries since the establishment of the World Trade Organization in 1994. Data from the World Bank shows that the agreement will create the largest free trade area in the world, measured by number of countries participating. It is expected to connect 1.3 billion people across 55 countries with a combined GDP valued of 3.4 trillion US dollars. Also, it has the potential to lift 30 million people out of extreme poverty. Egypt has repeatedly pledged support to the trade bloc. On Sunday, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi said the agreement represents a promising start to achieve continental integration as well as the desired economic and trade integration for African states.
And the Secretary General of the African Continental Free Trade Area, AFCFTA, Wamikel Menei, said that the rate of the intra-African trade represents only 18% compared to 70% among Europe's countries. More details follow.
Minister of Foreign Affairs Sameh Shoukry met with Secretary General of the African Continental Free Trade Area, Wokimeni, as part of the latter's visit to Cairo. Foreign Ministry spokesperson Ahmed Hafiz said that during the meeting, Shoukry expressed his appreciation for the Secretary General's visit to Egypt as one of his first foreign trips after the agreement's launch on the 1st of January. Shoukry also praised Men's keenness to consult with the Egyptian side and listen to its vision on issues related to the agreement. Hafiz said that the minister noted the great importance Egypt attaches to the success of the agreement. He highlighted that the announcement of the agreement was made during Egypt's African Union AU presidency in 2019. Shoukry also noted that Egypt was one of the first countries to sign and ratify the agreement. He added that the Minister of Foreign Affairs affirmed during the meeting that Egypt is fully prepared to provide all forms of support to the agreement secretariat. In doing so, it aims to contribute to the success of its work, carry out its responsibilities, follow up on the implementation of the agreement, and success of its remaining negotiations. This will take place in a manner that achieves the required economic integration within Africa as a major step in establishing a united cross-continent market. Hafiz said that Meni affirmed his keenness to continue coordination with the Egyptian side and provide continuous updates on the progress made in the ongoing negotiations for the next stages of the agreement.
The WHO said that Africa has recorded nearly 82,000 deaths due to the coronavirus in the second wave. The figure is higher than when the first wave of the virus hit the continent in 2020. More details follow.
The World Health Organization said that Africa has reached nearly 82,000 deaths due to the coronavirus in its second wave. The figure is higher than when the first wave of the virus hit the continent in 2020. According to the Africa Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the continent has recorded around 3.3 million COVID-19 cases. The WHO Africa Director, Moiti, attributed this to several factors. Moiti said that Africa is facing a second wave in the COVID-19 pandemic with more than 3.3 million cases and 81,000 lives sadly lost. So the first epidemic peak in July was surpassed in December, and cases are continuing to accelerate at significantly faster pace. Moiti said that there is a combination of factors, possibly fatigue with the measures, and then of course the festive season and its travel and gatherings. The WHO Africa Director added that the WHO COVAX program aims to deliver 600 million doses of the vaccine to the continent by the end of 2020. She said that an initial 30 million doses are expected. A total of 21 African nations have so far recorded death rate at 2.5%. However, globally, the average death rate is 2.2%.
And to shed light on the visit of the AFCFTA agreement, had the Secretary General, and the agreement and its importance for the African continent. We are very much delighted to have with us over the phone Ambassador Gamal Bayoumi, former Assistant Foreign Minister. Ambassador Bayoumi, good afternoon to you. Ambassador Bayoumi?
Yes, good afternoon.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Ambassador Bayoumi, the AFCFTA agreement is merging 54 African countries of 1.3 billion people in one market within the economic bloc with a combined 3.4 trillion of the GDP. How do you view the importance of this agreement for boosting the African continental economy?
Of course, this is a big leap in this direction, of course, because we are divided in three main groups. We were members of the common market of East and South Africa. There were also the Middle African countries and the Western Africa countries. During the presidency of Egypt, the chairman of the African Union, President Sisi, in 2019, we proposed to combine the three different groups in one big group of Africa. More than 50 countries, more than 1,200 million inhabitants. This is the largest number of any free trade area all over the world. So, of course, it will bring much more good results to our trade and to our economy and attracting foreign direct investment. Of course, we have a small story of success since we joined the Commission. Our trade with Africa was tripled. I mean, our exports to Africa was tripled. This is one good news. Another good news that we are the result that we have surplus in our trade balance with Africa. This is a good result. So if we multiply this with three other groups, then you will have much bigger results. But of course, Africa is not that rich, and that's why Egypt is exploring a lot of efforts in order to bring more and more investors from the rich countries and the developed countries. Especially, we need also technology. We need to transfer technology to Africa. We need to use the possibilities of production in Africa in all means, whether it is industry, agriculture, or services. So the new free trade area will really enlarge all our efforts, and it would be, inshallah, coming with good results in this concern.
Yes.
And this is what really Africans expect from the efforts of Egypt as a leading country in the African continent.
Yes, indeed. Sir, Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry also noted that Egypt was one of the first countries to sign and ratify the agreement. How do you view the great importance Egypt attached to the success of the agreement?
I'm happy for that because Egypt was the country who proposed this document. So it's logic that we are ready to sign it, to ratify it, and to bring it to the legal implementation. So we did so. And this gives a good inspiration to other countries in order to accelerate the process of ratifying the agreement. Sometimes one of our problems is that in order to ratify an agreement, it takes months and years until you get it. So it is another story of success for the African bureaucracy that we accelerated the process. So Egypt was one at the front and the leaders who ratified the agreement and signed it immediately, and other countries. Now I can say easily that the agreement is in effect. Now we can export to the 50 African countries exempted from any custom duties or any trade barriers. This is a great good result. And by this, now we are telling the foreign investors that if you come to Africa, you are not now talking to one country of 100 million. No, you are talking to 1,200,000 million inhabitants. This means 1.2 trillion inhabitants, and this is the largest number of any free trade area in the world. And I think this can bring heavy industries like car industries, like machine industries, or maritime transport industry, and so on. So it is very good. I am happy that Egypt did the job, and I am quite sure that the African would appreciate what Egypt is doing.
Yes. On the other hand, how, from your point of view, Mr. Ambassador, would Egypt itself benefit from this agreement?
We shall export more. It means that we shall produce more. It means that we shall invest and invest and invest. What does that mean? It means that more production, more opportunities for job creating, and our young generation who is seeking to work, especially abroad, will find a lot of opportunities to work.
Yeah.
All of this, of course, will be a source of our GDP, that our people generally, and especially the young people, will benefit from such an agreement. Our exporter will benefit, our importer will benefit also, because Africa has a lot of raw material and a lot of opportunities that we can use. I give you one example. I tried during my presence in 2 countries in Africa to import timber, wood. That was impossible because wood is sort of dominated by foreign companies. If I want to buy Cameroonian wood or Nigerian wood, I should buy from Rome or Paris, and this costs a lot. But if I go there and invest and explore the forestry, then I can get it less than 1/4 of the price.
Yes.
All of this, of course, will present a good opportunity for our producers to produce more and with cheaper costs, depending on the African suppliers.
Indeed, Ambassador Gamal Bayoumi, former Assistant Foreign Minister. Many thanks for watching and for being with us today. Always a pleasure to listen to your precious input. Our dear viewers, with that we come to the end of this edition of Africa Today. Many thanks for watching.